Hello, this is Falterfire, and it's time for another one of these runs. Let me press some buttons real quick, because I am also streaming on Discord. Alright, so plan is that I'm going to... I just did a Salon run, which we did not quite make it through. We do have Merle unlocked. I think my plan right now is that I'm going to have two characters that I'm working on at any given time, and we play, and a character is considered done for this run once I have beaten depth 3 with them. At least that's my current plan. So my next, so I'm going to do a Merle run, then I'm going to do, if that, regardless of how the Merle run goes, the next run is a Salon run, and if the Merle run is successful, the run after that will be probably a Drophus run. The start by getting Drophus through depth 1 and then a Drophus depth 2 run, and then back and forth between whatever characters I haven't gotten there with yet. I keep opening and closing things. Do we want 30 extra energy? Yeah, sure, why not? I don't want to invest too heavily right now. I think I will buy the extra chance at fighting instead of fainting. So with Merle, we are only level 2, which means we don't have the very important depth 4 or level 4 passive. So this is probably going to go poorly, but we'll see how it goes. So we now have 30 energy, but we need to get that to level 4 before we'll be able to get the large amount of energy that we would like to have. So the reason I'm playing that is because it allows us to get a crit chance on the Covert Strike, because otherwise Covert Strike only applies hidden after it's played. So we can't dodge Arcane, and we leave hidden the instant we play any damaging card, which is annoying. Because we want to be hidden at the end of every turn. Which means that, like this turn, we can only play one of these, because if we play the other one, we would not be able to get back into hidden. So we'll get hidden. We'll go ahead and pop there. Fortunately, infuse. The reason infuse is here is because, so the thing about hidden is that it gives you a 0% chance to evade, which I'm just showing off there. So, all right, we finally evaded a hit. And yeah, this is the other thing about Merle is that, like, if one day decides that you don't get to evade today, you just eat a bunch of damage. And we can't evade that, and we can't evade the Arcane since we don't have the level 7 passive yet. So we just kind of have to have a bad time. This run is probably going to go poorly overall. Like I said, Merle just really doesn't do great at very low levels. You really need your level 4 passive. Her level 7 passive is very important for fighting, for several fights, including Lore Blossoms and the elite that we're going to fight at the mid-boss. I think we take the Corrupted Blast. Guess we just go ahead and do the Mend, because it does heal us a little bit. But yeah, like, again, we have this option where it's like we can either get a, oh, we're weak. Wasn't paying attention. Play that first. Would have counteracted the weak, and we could have gotten off an Arcane Explosion. That one's on me. Okay, so we can actually get this kill and then get into hidden, which is nice. And that is part of why we're running 3 ways to get into hidden. And early on, where our deck is relatively small, this will be a lot easier, because we won't have to, because as long as our deck is small, it's fairly likely that we will draw additional ways to get into hidden along with our damaging cards. Things only really start to fall apart if we don't have enough ways to get back into hidden, and we, as our deck gets larger. Yeah, this is another one where it's like we could, if we had level 4 passive, we'd be able to play both of those for value. for the double damage, but we can't yet. Okay, evading both of those is very good though, because those were not small hits. Set up these guaranteed crits. The vulnerable counteracted the plated there. Alright, so we hope to evade at least one of these. Alright, so we didn't take any damage. We can... mathematically, we may as well do this, because 50% chance to evade means that on average we're taking the same amount of damage either way. So the nice thing about the Vanish is that it does give us 2 smoke bombs. I wasn't paying attention to how much health we should have played them in. That one's on me. I think we play the Arms Race. The Mighty Punch is also pretty good if we're hidden. The Pure Cross Crystal is very, very important, as we saw last run. We're going to start by punching, and then we're going to go into hidden. This does mean that we're at risk of taking a bunch of damage, but I think getting out that much damage is also very, very important. We don't have any way to hit the back line, so this fight may just kill us. I probably should have just Arcane Blasted the Wisp. I was thinking we weren't going to be able to get through enough damage, but... So we can do this. Okay. There we go. So we didn't die. We took a lot of damage, but we didn't die. We can get a guaranteed evade, which is nice. We may cut the Mighty Punch. It's pretty bad on turn 1. And I think the backstabs will do a lot of the work that we need that for. We definitely need to rest because there's a decent chance we get doomed here. Alright, let's gain guaranteed crits. That. Alright. I think we want the chance. Oh no, we're guaranteed to evade that because of our evasion stack, so we're actually okay with using that. Unfortunately, these purity stacks mean we weren't able to take away the plated. But fortunately, because we have such a fairly high words are difficult. So that made that go away. We will get fortunately this first round through we will get to dodge most of these debuffs. We cannot finish applying Arcane, but I think it's probably worth setting it up. There's no point in ending hidden. Okay, so actually the way that this is going to work is we will get to keep our hidden, and we will be debuffed at end of turn. So I think we do that, and we end turn. So that is going... Oh, okay, yeah, we just narrowly avoided, but now we can't afford to play any cards here, or else we would get Arcane Exploded. But we'd only get Arcane Exploded once, and we can immediately re-enter hidden. And we can set up... So we need to play this first, and then that. Sequence like that is the best way to do it. Alright. And so the big reason to do that is it means that now we can actually hit for damage. I think we just lay in as much as we can. Because, yeah, now we're in a bad way. This will just pop off one of the purity stacks, but does at least do 10 damage as well, which is a nice bonus. This will let us guaranteed evade that hit. It does put us very, very close to getting popped by this arcane barrier, but I think we are in a race against time to do as much damage as we can, especially with that. So yeah, this is going to be bad. We go down to 3. We get doomed next turn from this arcane explosion. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. We can mend, which will give us a little bit of health, but this hurts. Go to, yeah, basically nothing. We cannot afford to take another arcane explosion. Get evaded. Okay. This isn't lethal, but it means that next turn we might be able to get the kill. Although those 3 stacks of plated are a big problem. Okay. Fortunately, I think the double damage from backstab will get us there. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, we did get doomed, which is kind of what I expected to have happen. The powerful is risky because we can't protect it against... Well, we do now have the purity. Powerful does go well with the... I think we take the mana font for the card draw. I think we take the enchanted hammer, and we're definitely upgrading one of the backstabs because backstab plus is going to give us a great damage engine. And I think we go. So we are definitely going to have to rest again. That's okay. I normally would love to hit these elites. I don't think we can afford to. Fights are just so painful to us at this point. We do get to do some damage there. And that Pure Coast Crystal is doing a lot of work. Alright. That reflex stack is really annoying. Deciding if it's worth Corrupted Blasting? I don't think so. It is definitely worth healing. So we did get to evade those. If we draw the backstab plus, we can kill the front one, I believe. It's a pretty unfortunate set of draws. We may as well play that because it just gets us down to... The reason I'm playing the smoke bombs is because I don't really like spending draws on smoke bombs in my deck. Yeah, that gets us that kill. And then we can... Alright, guaranteed evade this damage, which is nice. And then hone, which means guaranteed crit on the backstab. I think we actually do this, because we may be able to get, yeah, lethal. Alright. I think we take the increasing assault. I think we take the pillaging strike. So, this is very important. Actually, this is also very important. This is very, very helpful because that extra evade chance helps a lot. But I think this is more important because it lets us get more shield, which is going to be critical against these Lore Blossoms. There's no way we kill the Lore Blossoms without access to Aura of Protection. Aura of Protection was the thing that saved us in the last run. And we can fortunately get one kill. Let's see what we draw. So I have to... Oh, there's no actual good way for me to do this because I messed up. Because I need to be hidden when I play that, but I also have to do the damage first, so... There's no way to get that extra mana in. And then we get to end hidden. We get shield back so that we're safe. And now we just need to find a backstab it when we win. Alright. I think Cleansing Shield maybe? Cleansing Shield lets us deal with Curse, which is going to be a problem potentially if we survive long enough to get to curse the enemies. I think we actually do spend this hidden here because it lets us just do so much damage. And we had enough shield that we didn't necessarily need to evade those anyway. So. And I think we also do this instead of getting into hidden because it takes away a Death Spores and a Powerful, which is pretty nice. End hidden. Doesn't do a ton for us, but it's nice. Alright, so that wasn't adept, so we don't get don't have that as a problem. Let's see what that finds. Alright, so that guarantees this kill. But I wanted to alright, because they're not attacking, I think I'm fine with not being in hidden. Because that means we get to, so we got very lucky here, I think, on how things have played out, because this fight absolutely was not guaranteed to go anywhere near this well. So that does that, and then we can get that kill, and we have one left. It does have infinite stacks of Powerful, but fortunately, we are not that scared of getting Arcane Blasted. We just have enough shield that even getting Arcane Blasted twice isn't going to hurt that bad. This we are scared of. If we don't draw... Alright, found a way to get into hidden this turn. It's very important. We can heal back a little bit of damage, get some shields. So we just want to evade at least one of those. We evaded both. That's very good. Our luck is holding. Better lucky than good. As they say. Alright. And then that gets us the kill. Alright. Dispel Magic is good. That's good because we do have ways to apply Vulnerable. I think we upgrade the other Backstab because Backstab Plus is still just such an insane damage engine. And then we let it ride. Yeah, okay. And we have shots that... This is very good, because that means we can get Gleaming Aegis. That's going to help a lot. We can Hone. We can Vanish, which is fun. Because that lets us get that guaranteed crit. May as well do that. Doesn't really do much. Oh, no, it does! Because otherwise, it means that they won't recover, they won't have quite as much Pack Tactics. And it actually does help to do that one. So we get to evade guaranteed one of these hits, then we just have a bunch of extra shield. Yeah. That's lethal. So we are going to have to deal with a summon. So there's no... Oh. So we can end not hidden to get a bunch of damage out. Okay. We didn't get that kill, unfortunately. So the nice thing about having killed the back one is that it means if we can stop the front one from summoning, then we're good. And because our strikes hit the front enemy, this is just helpful to us. That this is the way that this works out. Draw a card. Dispel Magic. And then we're just going to end in hidden. Yeah, the Orb of Protection does eat a lot of our extra mana, but that's more than made up for by the amount it does to just keep us alive. Alright, so unfortunately we got some pretty bad luck on draws. I don't know if it's worth playing this. I don't think so. Okay, so we do really need to hopefully get a kill here. Alright, this is nice because we can end in hidden. Alright, so now we just have one more to kill and we're good. Yeah, you can see that it does the thing where it puts up the evade, but it doesn't follow it up by summoning another friend. Fatal Strike is okay. Gives us additional damage while hidden, or additional critical damage, which gives us even more deadly backstabs. There's no point being... Oh, no, there is. Because we have the West Coast Crystal, we don't drop out of hidden here. West Coast Crystal is incredibly important. Let's see. We can backstab, and then vanish, I think. Because we only need to evade like one hit here to not get arcane boomed, so... we can take this hit. I'm willing to get that damage in. Alright, so that's going to do... It says 8x2, it's actually going to be a bit more than that. It's going to be 12x2 or 10x2 because of the additional crit. Gathering Bolt is a bit expensive. I think we take the Arms Race. Okay, yeah, we will happily fight this one. Because if we can... we only have 2 Purity because one of them went to blocking the ambush that we would have started this fight with otherwise. We unfortunately can't get into hidden on turn 1. We can do some damage. We'll have enough shield here. And we do have Purity to help block this Frozen that's coming out. Proving yet again just how good this combination of West Coast Crystal and yeah, we would have been frozen there if we didn't have the West Coast Crystal. It's just a very, very good combination. We can secure a kill. We unfortunately will be at the risk of taking damage here, but better again, better lucky than good every time. So somebody said that they may join me in like 10 minutes, so I may start talking to myself. We will see. Probably didn't actually need to play that cleansing shield. Instead of vulnerable, get another hit in. The evade is also obviously helping a bunch with that Frost Rune. Hone is nice, but now we can't do... Well, this is going to give us the guaranteed evade anyway, so... Okay, we still have critical up, which means that this should be lethal. And we can get 2 cards, both of which we are fine with, yeah, because this gives us another good way to get healing and lets us probably afford to get rid of the Mend. It's not exciting, but I think it's better than... I think we're fine having that, and I think we would rather have this. Alright, so we're hoping to get a Gleaming Aegis here. We can't get into hidden. There's no point in playing that. So this first arcane is just going to drop off of our... Who's the what? Hey, Lamau. Is that doing... Yeah, it's doing technically 1 more damage thanks to that item we just picked up. 50 damage crits. Should probably get arcane boomed here. So the question is, we're gonna, what do we want to, we gain critical, and then we get to do 16x2, I think. Math is hard. 15x2. This will let us guarantee the evade on that. We will be Arcane Leak for next turn. So we really want to kill this friendo. Okay, so if we are hidden, that goes up to 30. Yeah, so we can get this kill. We do get exploded, but there was nothing we could do about it. And it doesn't hurt too badly. And we weren't hidden anyway, so, you know. Still going according to plan is basically what I'm saying. And I think we go ahead and get damage in. We could have healed, but this also lets us get our shield back up, which is nice. I think we do this, which lets us heal. And then we can go into hidden, into the turn hidden, which I like. Yeah, so that we don't get arcane blown up again. And then that gives us lethal. No! I really wanted Gleaming Aegis. Not having that's going to hurt, because that was our way. That was going to be how we were going to get our Who's a what back. That was going to be how we were going to get our purity back, was with Gleaming Aegis, because we just don't have any other way to do it. But that ship has now sailed. Let's see, we can get back into hidden. We can get this guaranteed crit for a lot of damage. It's going to block that frostbite, which means that that frost is not very scary. I want to play both of these. I don't need to be hidden at the end of this turn. Yeah, this all gets just so much easier once we hit level 4. There's all of our purity gone. If we had a Gleaming Aegis, we could get it back. Get powerful setup. Yeah. So yeah, we lose hidden at the end of this turn, and there's nothing we can do about it. So we may as well do that instead, which will mean that next turn, yeah, we lost our powerful stack, which is annoying. Fortunately, we're not going to take too much damage here because we do have that Aura of Protection. We can heal back all the damage we took. We can Cleansing Shield, which is going to get rid of the arcane weakness, and we may as well attack because, once again, we cannot evade until we have level 4. Guess we're guaranteed to draw mana here. That's nice. Yeah, play both. Vulnerable, is this lethal? Yes. Alright. That went surprisingly well. And we get the Elemental Strike. We'll take that. We'll upgrade the Power Surge for extra powerful. We will remove... I don't really love the Pillaging Strike. I largely took it as a stopgap. Or more accurately, I took it because the other options were worse. Okay, so this is one of those fights that can just be a nightmare and kill us, so we'll hope it doesn't do that. Basically, we have to kill this Natha before the summon happens, or we are dead. Because that's what we saw in one of our other runs. I think it was our Anna run died that way. That we were not able to deal with the incoming damage, and we died. So we want to set up that. There's an argument to be made there for using the Dispel Magic, but I didn't because I chose not to. Okay, so I do not want to lose Hidden here, but if we do lose Hidden, we get to do a whole lot of damage and possibly kill this, which I think is a worthwhile trade-off. We get to play out our whole hand. So this is enough to freeze with just these two. So I can do that first and hope to get the hidden damage bonus out of it. Alright, so we take damage here, a lot of it. But it means that we can potentially kill this Natha before this summon happens, which is very important. It's not going to happen. That's unfortunate. We really wanted to get this kill. The fight's probably over. The run is probably over. Yeah, that really hurt. Also, that we didn't dodge that. Okay, but yeah, now we're probably dead. I gambled and lost. Okay, so yeah, we still have the Phoenix Feather, but there's no way that we get through the remaining enemies fast enough. Yeah, the deck doesn't have a ton of damage, and this is level 2 Merle. Sorry, I'm not talking to the person in chat. And this is level 2 Merle, so we don't have the level 4 passive, which is really hurting us, and we don't have the ability to dodge Arcane, which hurt us. Yeah, that run was basically... I should have tried to fight this grouping. I should have remembered what it did to the inner run, which had a similar problem. But yeah, there was just no way that we were going to kill that, that we were going to kill the front Natha in time, and not being able to kill the Natha before the first summon happens just guarantees that we die. So yeah, I don't think there was anything we could do there aside from just not fight that. We do get to level 3, but we don't get to level 4, so the next Merle run is also going to suck. I think I am going to probably stop this recording, then immediately start a new recording for the next video. So give me a moment. So if you're watching on YouTube, there's probably another video queued up, so you can watch that.